Morning News with Webster and Nancy on WILK. And every so often, we are graced with the presence of Mary Telly from Electric City Roasting Company. Hi, Mary.
It's been a while.
Happy Monday to you.
Apparently.
I hope your Monday's going better than my Monday is.
It's great. Thank you.
They're all minor problems, just the 4 or 5 in a row, but that's neither here nor there.
That's why we have coffee for Monday mornings.
That's exactly right. So it's like the saving grace here. And we're going to talk about this coffee that you brought in a second. But a minute ago, before we got on the air here, you were telling me as you always are, you're a world traveler and you're a big shot in the coffee world. And as many people know, you're just coming back from Dublin. Is that right?
Yeah. I had an opportunity to spend some time in Dublin. There were some meetings for the Specialty Coffee Association. And so I had an opportunity to attend those meetings, which was great because I was never in Ireland before, so it was beautiful.
Yeah, how long were you there?
A couple days, 5 days. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it was nice.
Sounds like a nice time.
Had an opportunity to visit the Guinness factory, of course.
I was going to ask that question. I wonder if you had a chance to swing by there at all.
It was really interesting the way they structured the tour.
Yeah.
It starts off and in the basement, and you actually end up going up a series of ramps till you get to the top of the building, of course, and you don't get a beer till the end, which is probably smart. But it was interesting how they went through how they process all of the different ingredients and the history behind it.
I bet.
And the heritage with the family and how they started and how the founder actually was smart enough to sign like this incredible lease for a very long period of time.
Nice.
And also to get the water rights.
Oh, yeah.
Years ago, which is so significant. So
sure,
that was kind of fun. Yeah, it was a good time.
That's pretty cool. So what's new and exciting at Electric City Roasting Company?
This is the best time of year, right? Because it's the fall. We love the weather's fantastic right now, but we also have an opportunity to get in all of our coffees. If you recall, in the winter months and in the spring, we're out kind of visiting our countries to make sure that we have the origin countries, to make sure we have an opportunity to see how the harvest is going and what's happening, and if we uncover any opportunities to work with additional farms and what that looks like. And so this now is reaping all the benefits of doing all that because all of the coffees come in now. We have an opportunity to begin roasting it. And so we're drinking a coffee that is the first ever opportunity for us to work with a farm in El Salvador, and this is San Joaquin. So we have an opportunity to work with several farms. This is the one farm we're featuring as a single microlot origin coffee, and San Joaquin is owned by the Pacas family, and Mr. Pacas actually was responsible for uncovering a varietal of coffee cherry that is the Paca. And so what ends up happening is, this family is rich in heritage with all this stuff, but this particular farm, San Joaquin, is off of the slope of the Santa Ana and Apaneca mountain range, and it's just beautiful. But the beauty of this farm, for me anyway, the beauty of this farm was it has a natural shading to it just because of its aspect to the sun. This particular farm only gets morning sun till about noon.
Okay. And then
it doesn't. So you can imagine it heats up the coffee cherries and it ripens them and then it lets them cool down. And so, but anyway, I mean, it's from a farming perspective, it's an interesting case study for sure.
And just a minute ago, we were talking about how the fact that you travel the world, and this is one of the places where you've missed. How cool that has to be to actually go to the farms where this is happening and see and talk to these people and watch how this happens.
Yeah.
And then reap the benefits and the rewards in the coffee that we get.
I'm telling you, it's Christmas for us right now because this is surely like such a nice present. Right, this coffee is fantastic.
What's the name of this?
This is San Joaquin.
San Joaquin is what it's called.
Well, it's actually that's the farm name, and we've kind of co-opted the farm name as our microlot name because I love the name anyway. I thought it was a great name, and it's actually the patron saint of the family's hometown.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
So when you brought this in, and we take a little taste here, and we agree that this is there's a citrus almost tang to this, right?
Yeah. So this coffee has it's unbelievably clean to a point where it's almost like brilliant from its acidity standpoint.
Yeah.
It's not harsh. It's very delicate, but you do get a sense of, I like I always say to you, I don't like to lead the witness, but I actually pick up some mandarin orange in this, and almost to a sweetness, almost like a candied orange.
Oh, yeah.
We don't flavor coffee, so if everybody's out there just listening to us, but you can actually get that inherent taste to it, especially as it cools.
Am I going to walk into Wegmans and find this?
You are.
We can find it. Yeah,
you are.
Because you're all over the place now, yes?
We are. Well, we're trying to be. We're trying to make sure that we have an opportunity to distribute our coffees appropriately to the folks who really want to understand. I mean, you can get a cup of coffee anywhere.
Right.
Right. So why would you want to go to Electric City Roasting? And why do you want? Because we'd like to think that what we can do is we can step it up a notch.
Yeah.
We can bring you coffee that is traceable. We can bring you coffee that has a story behind it where you can understand the process a little bit about what makes this taste this way.
Yeah.
Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
And what is the reason that this coffee is this way? Why is it that I have to hear about someone traipsing all over the place to uncover coffee? Like, what is that? And what does that mean to me?
Well, I mean,
what's the scheme of things?
We've talked about it before. I mean, you can swing by the gas station on the way to work in the morning and pick up a cup of whatever's in there, and if all you're interested in is a caffeine buzz, but if you want to actually enjoy a cup of coffee,
sure.
You can go elsewhere.
Yeah, I think
this is the place.
Thank you. I mean, I think so. I mean, a lot of work goes into saying that, and a lot of work goes into this cup of coffee, both on our side of the delivery channel, chain, excuse me, but also on the farming side.
Sure.
I mean, we've gone over this many times. I mean, this farm sounds great and it sounds wonderful, but you had to get up there with an ox. And there's no hot water. I think I shared that with you the last time I was here.
Yeah.
But and so there's two different. There's a lot to the story, and there's a lot of hard work that goes in to making sure that this is a fabulous cup of coffee, and it's meticulously prepared, and it's painstakingly processed to a point where it's in Grain Pro bags. So then it's wrapped up in a jute bag, and then it's put on a container, and it's.
And then the ox has got to bring it down the mountain.
It's a little bit different now, but
and I've told you before, whenever we run out of coffee here, or we're almost out of coffee, it's like panic situation.
It sure is.
It's like red lights are going off and sirens
People are freaking out.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
And we love the opportunity to have a platform to be able to share that with you on the radio show. But I think that speaks for itself when people start to say, "Oh my gosh,
no doubt.
I don't want to go backwards with coffee." And so that's why we've always said, if you try our coffee, you would buy our coffee.
Check out. You can find out a lot more information at your website, electricityroasting.com. Mary Telly from Electric City. Mary, always a pleasure.
Hey, Mary.
Hey, guys.
And now that the coffees are on regular delivery schedule here, we don't even have to hit the panic button because it's been showing up.
I have to say, John, I think your Monday's going a little bit better since you had your coffee.
I'm enjoying
since I walked in.
Mary Telly from Electric City Roasting. It's about 6 minutes before 7 o'clock now.
Oh,
Thanks, guys.